Sometimes we can feel alone in this parenting role because we're not talking to people every day who are having the same experience. And so when you hear others who have similar experiences, it's, I don't know, liberating or comforting. And there's a lot of good information. I'm learning a lot. I like all the tools for calming down and breathing. Well, I mean, when the other parent came up and talked about the routine in the morning and with her daughter and their routine getting dressed, I was just like, oh my God, that's a parallel universe. I really liked the coaching Vanessa did with her, where she got side by side and kind of modeled the process of moving your child from needing you to do everything for them in the morning to sort of facilitating the greater independence for the child, but sort of from a side by side way of doing it.
I think there's appreciation when I separate from my son, both for him and for me, and having that time to just be away and miss each other. Also, the setting is beautiful. It's really peaceful and feels good to just kind of like reset my system. And also just learning so many things about the way to be a better parent and build a stronger, more resilient child.
I think the value of getting the chance to spend this opportunity in this kind of a setting with Vanessa, one is it's just a great opportunity for my wife and I to get away from the everyday, to be somewhere different that feels different, looks different, the routine is different, and to really focus on something that matters to both of us. And then I think to have somebody like Vanessa, who's really great at facilitating discussion and kind of getting to the core of what we want to talk about and helping us get there, is a really amazing opportunity that we wouldn't really get if we weren't doing this. One of the things that really stands out for me is how kind of funny it is at the same time. So at the same time as being serious, it's also quite funny. And I think Vanessa is very funny, and I worked with her a bit, so I've seen it before, but not really as much with her, like really just owning a whole room for a long period of time. It's just really funny. We really appreciate the confidence, like coming into the weekend, having the confidence that it was going to be worth it. That wasn't even a question mark. So I think that's a really nice thing, because it makes it easier to kind of just jump in from the first evening and until now, knowing that this is all leading somewhere and this will have a great outcome. So I really appreciate that part of it as well.
A lot of times in sessions with Vanessa, we have 1 hour, but this is actually a true immersion. And so being able to like immerse ourselves in this and really try to distill, like take the lessons and put multiple lessons together to a larger meaning, and how it will fit into like skills that we can take back, like ready to go when we get back to our day-to-day versus still be processing it. I feel like we're having an opportunity to both process the information, learn the information, process it, and then be ready to implement it. Just having a retreat experience, and it's actually phenomenal to have the opportunity to be in a beautiful setting and away from the day-to-day, and also being able to focus on something that's like critically important to my happiness right now, which is my ability to be a good parent and a good partner in parenting to my husband. Everything is interactive, and so the time just kind of melts away. And so that's been probably the biggest surprise, is sometimes when you come to retreat, it's hard to think about, do you really want to talk about this topic for a whole weekend? But when you break it down into kind of manageable sessions, and then you have interaction and a really skilled facilitator, it's kind of like a magical experience. I don't think I've ever had a facilitator in all of my professional life and personal life as wonderful as Vanessa.